This week in Asian entertainment was pure chaos in the best way. Minheejin is turning the courtroom into a comedy show. Cortis and Hearts to Hearts are starting to conquer, and SB19 turned their 7th anniversary into a trophy parade. Mama 25 delivered major headlines while BTS dominated the softer side of the news cycle. Jimin and Jungkook's Are You Sure promos went viral for being effortlessly sweet, and SUGA inspired a surge of autism-related donations across Japan. And because reality is now a fever dream, Elon Musk challenged Faker and T1 to a face-off. Buckle up, here's everything that you missed. First up, new releases. Stray Kids dropped their new track, Divine.
If you want more, follow me.
Islet returned with a new single, Not Cute Anymore. Next, Z unveiled their latest release, Legacy. Cha Eun-woo came out with a fresh track titled Sweet Papaya. Gyubin released her cute song, Really Like You. Rise rolled out their latest single, Fame. Philippine boy band introduced their new track, Hapag. And speaking of new, Big Hit Music's rookie boy group Cortis solidified their meteoric rise with chart-topping sales, a prestigious award, and heartfelt fan celebrations. Debuting just 3 months ago with Color Outside the Lines on September 8, the 5-member powerhouse known for co-writing hits and dynamic choreography continued to color outside the lines of K-pop norms. Their debut album shattered 1 million sales on South Korea's Circle chart by November 22, earning a rare million certification. Tracks like Go and Fashion fueled the surge, amassing 200 million Spotify streams and a number 15 Billboard 200 debut. But they also managed to stay inside Billboard World Album Chart for 10 weeks. They first entered the chart 15th of September, peaked at number 2, and is at number 7 on the chart dated November 29. The momentum peaked on November 28 at the Mama Awards in Hong Kong, where Cortis clinched Best New Artist Award or Rookie of the Year alongside girl group Hearts to Hearts. This is after they won their Global Rookie Award in TikTok last month. Earlier this week, Cortis also announced the official name of their fandom, finally, Core, and they wasted no time thanking them when they got the Rookie of the Year award. With Japan showcases and global buzz building, expect more lines to be crossed in 2026. Core, your boys are just getting started. And since we've already mentioned Mama, congratulations to the winners of DAESAN. First up, Song of the Year, Bruno Mars and Rosé. Apathy truly bridged K-pop and Western pop and the pan-Asian music identity that increasingly defines global charts, with Bruno Mars being a proud Filipino and Rosé Korean by ethnicity. This win underscored how cross-cultural collaborations can move the center of gravity in global pop. Next up, ENHYPEN, they won Fans' Choice of the Year. They truly are capping the year with aggressive global growth. Arena expansions, rising physical sales, consistent chart placements in Japan and the US, and one of the most active fan bases in 4th Gen. They prove their staying power by translating storyline-heavy albums into compelling stagecraft, sustaining strong tour demand, and maintaining viral presence despite a crowded field of new debuts. This award is explicitly driven by fan mobilization, and ENHYPEN's fandom once again demonstrated why the group remains one of the most engaged and fast-scaling acts of their generation. This video is edited before the start of Day 2 of Mama. See other winners on your screen right now. Now, let's shift to animation. When it comes to anime, the streaming battlefield now revolves around three major players, but one of them is still miles ahead in the actual anime race. Crunchyroll remains the undisputed anchor of the industry, holding over 13 million paying subscribers and 100 plus million registered users, powered by the strongest simulcast pipeline in the world. In 2024 to 2025, it carried 8 of the most watched seasonal titles globally, from Jujutsu Kaisen to Solo Leveling and Demon Slayer, and with a library of 19,000 plus episodes, no other platform comes close in depth, speed, and consistency. If you're watching anime week to week, you're watching it on Crunchyroll. Netflix brings global scale, 275 plus million subscribers, and they claim that half of that is actually watching anime. But their strategy leans prestige, not breadth. It releases 40 to 50 titles annually, bolstered by deals with premier studios like Production IG and Wit Studio. That approach delivers global wins. Blue Eye Samurai charting in 70 plus countries, One Piece becoming a franchise juggernaut, but Netflix lacks simulcasts and can't match Crunchyroll's volume or immediacy. On the other hand, Disney Plus is the fast-rising disruptor. Powered by Aniplex, its anime viewership grew over 300% year-on-year in Japan and Southeast Asia, and exclusives like Bleach dominate regional rankings. But with under 500 titles, the platform is still building, not leading. Taken together, the number makes the hierarchy clear. Crunchyroll leads in fandom loyalty, catalog power, and industry integration, essentially the core of the anime ecosystem. Netflix dominates global reach and crossover hits, and Disney Plus is gaining ground in Asia. But in terms of pure anime infrastructure and influence, Crunchyroll is still winning the anime game. So what's your favorite anime? On to the Philippines, SB19 is capping November 2025 with a double triumph, dominating the 10th P-Pop Music Awards with a near sweep of fan-voted categories. P-Pop Favorite Group, individual nods for each member: Pablo as leader, Stel as vocalist, Ken as dancer, Josh as rapper, and Justin as the youngest and visual and also the creative director, and 18 snagging Fandom of the Year. That's 7 trophies on their 7th anniversary. Hot on the heels, their esports anthem Burn the Flame for Honor of Kings 2025 King Pro League debuted at number 9 on Billboard's World Digital Song Sales Chart, dated November 29. SB19's 5th entry, cementing their OPM chart toppers legacy after Damn hit number 1. And don't forget, they also dominated Awit Awards 2025. Best Rap and Hip Hop for Kalakal with Glock 9, plus solos of Stel and Justin. The hype rolls into their Simula at Wakas World Tour. And remember, you can still catch them. December 5, Melbourne, December 6, Sydney, December 12, Auckland, and December 14, Perth. I bet they're gonna have a homecoming concert in December in the Philippines. I wish I could watch. And this is another group I hope will have another solo concert tour, Super Junior. They were recognized with the Inspiring Achievement Awards at the MAMA 2025, and their performance proved why. The group marked its 20th anniversary with Super Junior 25 and the Turbo Bright title track Express Mode, a song that topped Korean charts, spread through global dance challenges, and fueled packed stops on their Super Show 10 tour. Their presence carries more weight than nostalgia. Super Junior began in 2005 as an SM project group, quote-unquote. And get this, they were supposed to be leftovers. In other words, they were the ones who didn't make it to TVXQ. Instead, they built a framework the industry now relies on. Genre-specific subunits, region-targeted releases, large group rotation during enlistments, and the variety show all-rounder identity. Sorry Sorry cemented their influence, becoming a pre-TikTok viral anthem that pushed Hallyu through Southeast Asia and Latin America. At Mama, the sapphire blue crowd response proved that their ecosystem did not vanish. It simply matured. In a ceremony dominated by younger acts, Super Junior's performance stood out as proof that some careers don't fade with time, they accelerate. From legends, let's shift to comedy. This week's Minheejin's hearing delivered what is becoming her signature courtroom style: emotional testimony, shifting explanations, and contradictions so sharp the judge had to step in more than once. If anyone is wondering which specific case this one is, HYBE is seeking to get the court to certify the termination of their shareholders agreement, and Minheejin is fighting to get HYBE to pay her for her put option, claiming she did not violate the agreement. The put option is worth 26 billion Korean won, or 20 million US dollars. Three of the funniest moments involve Min blaming the vice president, blaming the employees, and blaming the evidence. First, she said the vice president did everything. HYBE presented a mountain of KakaoTalk messages showing the former vice president Lee drafting Project 1945, discussing investor meetings, and mapping out an independence plan. Min's response remained unchanging. VP did that. VP wrote that. I did not know. And this earned actual laughter from the courtroom audience. But the humor faded when HYBE revealed the former vice president had been promised 0.3% of a door. That promise made it difficult for anyone to believe he acted alone, while Min simply sat on the sidelines, unaware and uninvolved. Min insisted again that everything was his idea. Second, she claimed she didn't have employees for her new company, except she actually did. While the trial was ongoing, press releases were getting distributed in real time by her own company, OK Records. Min insisted OK Records has no employees. HYBE then asked who the distributor listed on the press release Mr. Lim was. Min responded, he's our employee. The contradiction was immediate enough that even the court paused. Next, KakaoTalk is a patchwork. Only I know what it means. Min attacked the KakaoTalk evidence, saying it's patchwork and only I know the real intentions. The judge shut this down immediately, stating that KakaoTalk messages are stronger evidence than memory. Submit the messages, he said. They speak for themselves. Min, who had already admitted she does not remember many of the messages, continued accusing HYBE of forcing interpretations, while the court repeatedly reminded her that digital evidence is considered objective. So what are the key takeaways of the trial? Well, Min is essentially asking the court to believe that the vice president acted alone, that the employee doesn't exist until they do, and that the KakaoTalk messages are wrong. Her memory is right, except when she does not remember. And she was the center of everything, except when she wasn't. The judge will conclude arguments on December 18, and the verdict will decide whether these contradictions become legal liabilities or just another week's entertainment. Here's something funny again. In a plot twist straight out of cyberpunk fever dream, Elon Musk just dropped the gauntlet. Or should I say, the ultimate skill shot, by challenging League of Legends overlord Faker and his T1 squad for a 2026 showdown against Grok 5. Picture this: Grok handicapped like a pro wrestler in a kiddie pool, camera vision limited to human 2020, reactions no zippier than your laggy cousins, has to learn League of Legends from scratch by reading instructions and experimenting. T1 fired back with a savage gif of Faker smirking. We are ready, are you? Because nothing says bring it like the GOAT casually dooming Skynet to the bronze ELO lobby. This isn't just meme fuel. It's a seismic wake for AI gaming and esports. Gaming evolves as AI could unlock god-tier strats or expose human edges like intuition and tilt, while esports gets its deep blue moment, trusting Faker's mythic status. Hello, Five World Rings, Unkillable Demon King, and T1's Dynasty into the global spotlight, potentially drawing billions of views and cementing e-games as the ultimate arena for humanity versus the singularity. For some movie updates, Japan hit a major cinematic milestone this week as Kokuho became the highest grossing local live-action film in the country's history. The film follows a museum curator who uncovers a buried national treasure tied to decades-old political cover-up, pulling him into a chase involving activists, historians, and government operatives. Its mix of historical mystery and contemporary tension resonated with young viewers, especially driving repeat ticket sales and strong weekday legs. In a year dominated by anime blockbusters, a domestic live-action title breaking records is rare, and with global distributors circling, Kokuho looks poised to become Japan's next major export. Who's willing to bet there's going to be a Hollywood version? Next news, Rush Hour. In development that blends Hollywood with long-standing Asian IP, Paramount is closing a deal to distribute Brett Ratner's Rush Hour 4. While details on the script and cast have been tightly controlled, the franchise's future has triggered curiosity given its Asian American cultural imprint and the original film's massive success across China, Southeast Asia, and diaspora markets. A fourth installment automatically revives question about Jackie Chan's involvement, how the film will navigate modern cultural sensibilities, and whether the franchise's classic East meets West formula can be updated for today's audience. With Paramount anchoring distribution, expect Rush Hour 4 to position itself as a major global tentpole for 2026. As always, let's end this on a high note with BTS. As the December 3 premiere of Are You Sure Season 2 draws near, BTS's duo Jimin and Jungkook are turning up the charm with exclusive interviews for Elle Japan and GQ Japan, dishing out on their whirlwind adventures in Switzerland and Vietnam. These interviews are proving why they are the perfect duo for this travel show. Not only do they complement each other in every way, they also crack each other up and rage bait each other only to end it in even sweeter moments. The standout moment that sent armies into absolute meltdown came in the Elle Japan interview when they were asked to rate each other out of 100. Without hesitation, Jungkook gave Jimin a 95, then flashed a mischievous grin and explained because 5 isn't there. In Korean, the number 5 or O sounds exactly like the first syllable for flaw, ojom. Translation, Jimin has 0 flaws, so I can't give him the 5 points for flaws. He gets 95. Jimin's jaw dropped, eyes wide in delighted shock before he burst out laughing and playfully hitting Jungkook. The clip instantly went nuclear on X with fans screaming over Jungkook's smooth wordplay. It's now affectionately known as the 95 pun, complete with slow motion edits and captions like Jungkook just flirted in 4K and called it a math problem. Jimin got his sweet revenge in GQ Japan's interview with a poetic line that left Jungkook visibly impressed. Describing the difference between their trips, Jimin said, in Switzerland, we saw a lot of big, beautiful things from afar. The huge mountains, the vast lakes. But in Vietnam, we discovered so many small, pretty things up close. The way he phrased it in Korean was pure lyricism, and the camera caught Jungkook staring at him with sweet, soft, proud eyes, nodding slowly as if saying, how does Yoon always say things so beautifully? These back-to-back moments, Jungkook's savage sweet pun and Jimin's gentle poetry perfectly showcase why their dynamics feel so addictive. 1 second, they're roasting each other. The next, they're gazing at each other like the other put the stars on the sky. With just days until the drop, these interviews are masterfully stroking the fire And as one army perfectly summed it up, if the promos already have us crying, laughing, and crying again, season 2 is going to end us in the best way. December 3 can't come soon enough. And here's one more news that will make you proud. The Japan Autism Association publicly thanks Suga and his fans this week after receiving a wave of donations sparked by the news of Suga's own contribution to autism treatment and education initiatives. In their official newsletter Itoshigo, issue 210, the association reported that fans donated over 1.5 million yen after learning about Suga's philanthropic work, with many expressing that they were happy to spread these warm feelings and eager to help expand awareness. The organization also confirmed that it coordinated with Hype Japan ahead of the announcement, noting that part of the funds will support their exhibit at the World Expo. Encouraged by this momentum, the association said it hopes to continue broadening public understanding of autism spectrum disorder, an impact that began with Suga's individual action and rippled into nationwide engagement. I am watching Mama actually. So while I am recording this closing, I'm actually watching Mama. Let me know which one's going to end up your favorite performance. I already have mine, but would love to hear your thoughts. Okay, please leave them in the comment section below if you have any contribution or if you have any suggestions on how we can improve the roundup. I know that many of you want me to do more like news like videos, not necessarily analytical or opinionated. I'm going to try and do that. But also, just let me know what kind of improvements you think we can make or videos that you want me to do. I'm more than happy. I'm always open to suggestions. Okay. If you have anything, please leave them in the comment section below. And as always, say whatever it is that you want to say. Just please do so respectfully. And please do consider donating to the channel. The QR code is on your screen right now. We are porting all the funds to our online magazine, AsianEntertainmentAndCulture.com. We are on a soft launch. We're just really uploading as much content as we can, and then we'll do a formal launch. But it's out. So please visit the website. Again, if you have any recommendations, any constructive criticism, it will be more than welcome. Please also follow me on X, IG, but more importantly on Patreon, because that's where the community is. If you want to find people that have the same interests as you are, want to discuss movies, TV shows, artists, music, and whatever, that's the place for you to go. We do have a free tier just in case you want to try things out. And if you are a member of my Patreon or YouTube, I opened my membership several months ago. I do a once a week members only live stream and several exclusive content, though those don't go public. So please consider that as well. That's it. Please like the video, subscribe, and hit that notification button. But the most important thing is for you to share it because that's really helping the channel. It's pushing the algorithm to recommend this more. Thank you.